Hi, and thank you for joining me. Today, I'd like to talk about the slow breathing exercise and why it can be useful for two big reasons. When we get very anxious to the point of panic, our body prepares itself to either run away or fight. And part of that response is to increase our heart rate to pump blood to our muscles and increase our breathing rate to supply extra oxygen to those muscles as well, so we can run away or fight. The trouble is that the stresses that we face in our day-to-day life don't require those responses, and so we're left breathing quickly for no real reason. And the problem with that is when you increase your rate of breathing, your oxygen might go up to a certain level. It can't go above 100%, but your carbon dioxide level can drop quite significantly. So breathing quickly increases oxygen, drops carbon dioxide. If carbon dioxide drops quite low, it affects the homeostasis of the body quite markedly. So the solution is to start trying to slow your breathing down if you are feeling quite short of breath with anxiety. That seems really counterintuitive, and at the time when we're bathed in fear, we often don't remember to do things like that. So practicing slow breathing is essential. So it becomes like a reflex when you actually do need it. The slow breathing technique, described in a lot of places. Some people call it calm breathing. It could be meditative breathing, but regardless, use whatever works for you. The technique I use, and I do use it, I'm not a comfortable flyer, is when you take a big breath in, because often if you're feeling a bit uncomfortable, slowing your breathing down feels a bit suffocating. So big breath in, hold it at the peak for as long as you want to, and then let your breath come out for as long as you feel comfortable, and then pause and hold. And then when you feel ready to take another deep breath, breathe in a beautiful big lungful of fresh air. So we'll start. Breathe in, hold it, breathe out. And while you're breathing out, some people like to visualize the word relax or something calming. Then pause at the end of the breath for as long as comfortable, and then a nice big breath in. If you do that cycle 6 to 8 times, your CO2 will start to regulate itself. Your body's really good at balancing itself if it isn't thrown out of whack with the anxiety. As well as practicing it 4 times every day means that it's ready as a reflex. And the other really useful part of doing it 4 times a day is you can use it as a part of checking your emotional temperature. So a lot of the time our anxiety can kind of fester at a low grade level underneath, and then we kind of ignore it, and then it just kind of bubbles over. If we can keep an eye on our emotional temperature, how we're feeling during the day, then we can take steps to take care of ourselves before it gets to a crisis point, meaning a panic attack. So in the 4 times a day, do the slow breathing. That should get things back to a balance. And then check in with yourself. How am I actually doing? Another exercise I'll talk about maybe a bit later, but introduce a little now, is called progressive muscle relaxation. And that's the exercise where you find somewhere comfortable to sit or lie down, and then gradually working up your body, clench and relax each muscle group. So starting with your toes, clench your toes and then allow them to relax. Clench your calf muscles and then allow them to relax. Moving up the front of your legs, at the bottom of your forelegs, and then at the front of your thighs, your quadriceps. You may find that some muscle groups are actually hard to contract because they're already contracted. We often carry a lot of tension in our bodies due to stress. And if you notice that a particular muscle group is tense, then again you can do something about it. And the progressive muscle relaxation, as well as being a nice thing to do, can give you information about your body. You know, for example, do you feel the tension in your jaw? Well, when you're doing your emotional check-in, it might be just an easy thing to go, well, how's my jaw feeling? Or how are my shoulders feeling? Or wherever you carry tension in your body. That's a very quick explanation of that exercise, but putting that side of time to learn that technique of slow breathing can be a very useful investment. Thank you for listening, and please subscribe for more hints on mental health and well-being. Thank you.